Hi, my name is Dr. Russell T. Warne, and I'm an assistant professor of psychology at Utah Valley University. I'm also the author of a new article in the January 2016 issue of Gifted Child Quarterly called 5 Reasons to Put the G Back into Giftedness. I wrote this article to explain to readers what human intelligence theory is and how they can apply it to modern educational practice, especially in gifted education. First, modern intelligence theory understands human intelligence as the top of a hierarchy of cognitive abilities. We call it sometimes G to stand for general intelligence, since it is so broad and general. Below that, we have a bunch of broad abilities, things like verbal ability, fluid reasoning, spatial ability, memory, and processing speed, which are still broad but not as general as what we see with intelligence. And at the very bottom, we have a whole bunch of very specific abilities that have narrow application, things like vocabulary knowledge, visual memory, and reaction time. We call that bottom levels the stratum 1, we call the second level stratum 2, and the top stratum 3. There's 5 reasons I think educators should know about human intelligence theory. The first is just simply that intelligence is the best understood construct in psychology. The second is that modern educational practice encourages teachers to adapt education and teaching to each individual student. And we know more about how to adapt education to different intelligence levels than any other trait. The third is that using intelligence theory can strengthen the connections between gifted education and areas like special education and psychology and sociology. Number 4 is that intelligence predicts a lot of long-term outcomes like longevity, adult income, and adult educational attainment. And finally, a lot of issues in gifted education or in education in general make a lot more sense if you consider them in light of human intelligence theory. Things like how to adapt a program to a child, how to set up programs for certain populations in different districts makes way more sense if you consider human intelligence theory and how it relates to all these other abilities. I appreciate you for watching, and please check out the article in the January 2016 issue of Gifted Child Quarterly.